What's good, YouTube? Shy here, coming at you fast with some more gaming content. It's such a good time playing Brawl yesterday with Illuna. I decided to build another deck pretty much right away with Kaikar, one of the really cool legendaries from one of the recent core sets. Let's jump into the list here. To start it off as a net deck, but just with personal preference and just the fact that I didn't have all the cards that the list had, I modified it a little bit to make it something of my own. Essentially, Kaikar's a 4-mana, 3/3 Jessica Flyer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it makes a 1/1 spirit. And whenever you sack a spirit, not just his spirits, but any spirit, you add 1 red. A little bit of synergy there, probably looking for more than I have right now, but I'll show you what we do here. Basically, the idea here is you kind of go off, cast a bunch of spells in one turn. Opt, Shock, super valuable. Same for Anticipate, just cheap spells to activate Kaikar, play early game to get you where you need to be. Same for Radical Idea. Tails End, I didn't have enough Wraths to really match up with the deck list, so for a bit I was using the 6-mana Wrath that destroys all non-land permanents, but this deck has a ton of Planeswalkers in it, as well as Prison Realm, so that really wasn't working out. So I just swapped it with Tails End, just a safe pick, 2-mana counter their commander, or a Planeswalker, or a Bolas Citadel, or something like that. ESF, of course, the more spells you cast, the more damage it does. Lava Coil, cheap removal. Scorching Dragonfire, cheap removal. Thrill of Possibility, cheap card draw. Signet's just a must-have in this format if you're playing, unless you're playing aggro. Prison Realm, Storm exiles a creature, a Planeswalker, super good to have. Getting to play with Brazen Borber, that's going to be awesome. Narset's super good and shuts down the opponent's card draw. Stupid Critics, cheap removal. Teferi, yeah, we're gonna be that guy. We're gonna play Teferi, and he's probably gonna be really good. Saheeli, like Kaikar, she makes tokens. She has a -2 ability that I haven't got a ton of use out of yet, but we'll see. I'm keeping her in for now just because she's cool. Clarion, just kills a bunch of small creatures. Crystal, Cycles and Ramps. Chromatic Lantern, Ramps. Chemistry's Insight, awesome recurring card draw. Drawing from Dreams, more awesome card draw. Then Ral burns our opponent, copies spells, just does everything we're really looking to do with this deck. We've got Solar Blaze for more Wrath. Narset's just awesome. I spent my last Mythic Wildcard making her, and I don't regret it. I could almost see this being an Narset deck with Kaikar in the deck, but I don't know. I've played Commander for so long that it just feels weird to have a Planeswalker as your commander, but we could do that in the future. That wouldn't be unheard of. Would have thought, just insane card advantage. They let you untap with that. That's going to be a bad time for them. Got another Wrath with time weight. Ral's just a good threat. Go to the Wishgiver. Perfect for any blue deck. It's just so good. Flood of Tears, this is another way for us to kind of recover if we're getting behind. Just make sure we return at least 4 things and then just put our best thing back into play. It's pretty sweet. Shark Typhoon, this was supposed to be 1,000 Year Storm, which I have. I used to have a pretty sweet 1,000 Year Storm deck a long time ago. But overall, like, as good as it is, it just doesn't, it's just not something I really want to do anymore. I'd rather Shark Typhoon, honestly. It either makes big sharks or it makes big sharks, or just cycles and makes 1 shark. It's not just a 6-mana potentially cast and then lose the game. Nimbizit, super good, great threat. Ugin, good in any controlling deck. Not a ton of artifacts, but makes these cost 1 and it makes Signet cost 0, so that's awesome. The spirits he makes also can be sacked by Kaikar, so some unexpected synergy there, but it's awesome. Yeah, the little 2/2s he makes are spirits. Probably gonna get in trouble with him, but I just couldn't resist putting the Jeskai ultimatum in this deck. It's one of the, I feel like it's one of the weaker ones, but like you can also like, I don't know, I just want to copy Jeskai ultimatum, okay? Don't judge me. Thassa's just really flexible, whether you need card advantage or you need to counter something. And then of course, my baby expansion Explosion. Both halves of this card are great. Explosion in for a ton just feels amazing, especially when you copy it with like Ral or something. And then the lands are all over the place. Well, the only one here that I really wouldn't normally play is Interplanar Beacon, just with the number of planeswalkers in this deck. It is nice to have a little bit of extra ramp and fixing for them. Yeah, so, you know, just a really good synergy. It wasn't my intention, but this kind of turned into a bit of a Super Friends deck a little bit. Just some of the original list, it just used a bunch of like rare and mythic enchantments and stuff that I didn't have, so a lot of the times I just replaced them with on-color planeswalkers I had, like 5 mana Ral. So there are definitely games where you can have 3 or 4 planeswalkers. It wasn't my intention, but I mean, that's one of the good things about Brawl, I think, is the way the economy of this game is set up. It's really easy to just get a bunch of random rares and mythics like one-ofs, but the playset is really hard to get. Like, even if you get 1 or 2 from drafts or just random packs, that's still another 2 wild cards. Like, you can easily go a week without getting a rare wild card. So, one of the good things about Brawl is that when you put all these one of rares and mythics into your deck, you really feel like a big time player. Like you're doing some cool stuff, and that's what we're gonna do today. Let's try to do some cool stuff. So let's get the games going. I'll go first, eh? Seems like a good hand to start with. Gilgate into Island Brawling. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's run it. Cheville, Bane of Monsters. Yo. Not loving that. 3 life, eh? Okay. You can get some really early value with that. I don't think it's enough for us to just straight up lose the game, though. We'll see. Cheville, sure. Or, no, because he doesn't get these till his upkeep, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just kill it and hope that puts him off the game for long enough. Sure, I'll give my 0/4 lifelink. Damage. So interestingly, if we give it lifelink and then cast more spells, we do gain the life. Okay, so he gets commander again on his turn. So this turn, I think we Evolving Wilds. I think we only need 1 white. No, we've already got 2 blue, 2 red. Let's get another blue. This deck's not super white hungry. Then we'll just counter his commander again when he replays it. I assume his deck is all about him just playing his commander than killing stuff. So anytime we can keep it off the board is a good time. Yeah, he's off. If he can't resolve that commander, I assume his whole deck becomes a lot less playable. Alright. Sure, that was game 1. They will not all go this way. Opponent goes first, okay. This is a mulligan. 4 drop, 5 drop, 6 drop, 6 drop, 3 drop. 3, 4, 5, 6. The curve. No. These lands too are not. I'd like to see some multicolor. This looks significantly better. Turn 1 that, turn 2 anticipate. Yeah, this is much more what we're looking for. We've got an answer plus a number of ways just to turn our hand into something a little better. So this is a definite turn 1. This feels great to get out on turn 1, especially when there's only 1 in the deck. This is a popular one. Edgelord Dragon God. Okay. So mountain. Now it's interesting. Let's see what he does. I'm thinking Thrill. Thrill or Anticipate. For sure, we want to use our mana efficiently. Let's Anticipate. I don't really want to discard any of this stuff to Thrill yet. I'm not quite there. So Healy's good. Temple's good. What did he do? Nothing? He's playing a control deck though, right? Like, there's no question about that, I assume. It's Rogran Crystal. If he counters this, sure. Alright, let's go through. That's good. That actually is good. And this is why I didn't want to discard opt to the Thrill, because we can now opt into his turn and we're just getting a ton of efficiency here. I should probably read this again. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. So he basically gets a free kill. We're going to Prison Realm the first time he casts Nicol Bolas and just hope that is enough to keep him away for a bit. This Clarion is probably not going to be what we want. It doesn't really work that well when you really it's really here to clear the way before you draw Kaikar. Go ahead. He's not going to take opt here. He's probably going to take Prison Realm, I'd assume, or Sealy. I don't know. Those would be my. I mean, Prison Realm is my only way of dealing with Nikki B, right? So Healy is looking like the play. This could be good. It's not my favorite, but if he plays Nicol Bolas and minuses it, we can just kill it with Skewer. Okay, first counter out of the way. Negate, I assume, or Tail's End. Nope, we get to place a Healy. We can turn our Servo into a Rogran Crystal for the turn if we need the ramp, I guess. And Thrill, discarding Sacred Foundry here seems really good. Hopefully he lands Nicol Bolas, kills the Healy, we make a 1-1 kill Nicol Bolas. That would be a really good sequence for us. Of course, he knows it's coming too, because he's seen the Thrill in our hand. He must know we plan on. I wonder if it's a Healy turning the... I wonder if that's good. I suppose we're about to find out. This will be pretty bad if he counters it, but it's not the worst. We get our Servo either way. Counter it, you know you want to. Okay. I like it. And now, if I'm not mistaken, this costs 3 red and 3 blue, so red, 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 blue, blue. So we're 1 mana short, but we're also kind of not. Let's see what happens. I've never used this before. So target artifact you control. So this is either going to turn my crystal into a servo or my servo into a crystal. Let's see which one happens. He could also just... Okay, so we've got a crystal. This can't be countered. Let's see if he remembers that. And then he'll have to Nicol Bolas here, I assume. Well, no, that's not true at all. Okay. That's kind of weird. This is such a cool planeswalker, though. Like, I have no doubt some crazy stuff you could do with her. Okay, so Nicol Bolas, minus to kill Mizzet, kill Nicol Bolas with Servo. I like that. He might have missed a land here, too. No, he didn't. That's fine. Oh, jeez. Well, I didn't want this to be, Hold on. This will leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Just thinking if there's any possible way that we can... No, there isn't. So let's do this. Making servos is pretty important here. Extremely low value skewer, but it got the job. Got done what we needed to get done. Okay, so now you can play Nicol Bolas again if you drew an untap land minus it kills the healing. Then we can just smack him with a servo, and he won't have anywhere near enough. Sure. It's really good. Okay. So this is not where we want to be. I assume this is the yeah, this is just game, right? I have to assume. Yeah. So he gets to kill Saheeli essentially for free. Yeah, this is definitely the price we pay for playing with so many like Mythics and Planeswalkers. I don't know if Arena still works that way, but at one point my understanding was the more rares and Mythics you had, the more you got matched up against people with lots of rare Mythics. So I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of like Nicol Bolas decks and just other Narset Super Friends. Definitely, just due to this deck not being super competitive. Sure. This probably is not the best. Can we... This costs $1 billion, right? We have 1 extra mana from Saheeli. Let's do this first. Okay. None of this looks particularly good. We have 1, 2, 3. We have access to 5 mana. So probably Dragonfire into Concede, I would assume, is the play. Yeah, let's hold off here. We didn't really need to do that. It was a waste of the Saheeli ult. Or, yeah, I guess it's her ult. Sure it is. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get ahead here, especially if you recast Nicol Bolas, I assume we just auto-concede. Maybe. Spark Double, that's never something you want to see. Yeah, you know what, Nicol Bolas deck? Good job. This must be a list or something. I feel like this isn't the first time I've played against a Nicol Bolas Brawl deck and just been killed by copying Lily with Spark Double. But yeah, that was a stomp. And that's fine, we stomped the first guy, so only deserving that we get stomped in return. We'll switch it up. We'll make sure we're recording so that if it's a mistake, the world will know. Yeah, I don't know about Saheeli. Like, she did not seem good. Like, they just let her live and she was just ineffectual. Very cool, but I don't know if she does quite enough in this deck to justify her inclusion. What would I replace her with, though? Maybe that enchantment that makes fairies? This is Winota, so I don't understand how we could possibly survive this, but here we go. We're just going to look for answers, I think. Okay. Well, we got some stuff. Let's take Ral. And let's take a land as well. Yeah, Ral and tap land, I think. Sure. Don't want her to play a non-human here. We are not that far away from time wipe. Which will be, I have to assume, will be wildly effective here. It could not be though. Like, this deck is just super consistent and difficult to beat. Choose white. Choose red, okay. Probably correct. So let's kill Ral. Because, yeah, if she Winotas now... Oh my god, this doesn't kill. We've only got one in the graveyard. Well, that's a whoops. So now we're essentially hoping we don't die on our next turn. Well, no, this is fine. This is fine. What am I talking about? I get so spooked over these decks. You really don't want to return this to hand, though. Okay. Don't play a non-human. They played a non-human, okay. Clearly they were not listening to us. If I play this gives me 3 mana. To do what with? No, here's the play. Guildgate. Lava Coil. Leosaur. Expansion on Lava Coil. Let's get the Hushbringer. Okay. If we starve her of non-humans, I don't even know if that's possible, but if we can do that, I feel like we have a shot. I would love to beat this deck. Yikes. Okay. Here it might be Lantern Time Wipe just to... There's a lot of non-humans, sir. Next turn they can land Legion, Werboss, and Winota? Am I correct in understanding that, if they have another land? Okay. So I assume we found... Destroy all creatures, eh? Oh, destroy all creatures. I thought this was the bounce one. Okay, no, this is good. This is good. We will do this here. Let's see what else we can do. So that's 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6, 7. So here, let's Hallowed. Let's shock and Hallowed. Okay, this will turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm counting this correctly. Now I'm kind of wishing we had the destroy all non-land permanents. Maybe we just replace the exile enchantment with a counter spell. Sure. So next turn he's playing Bone Crusher, I assume. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, Saheeli's finally gonna... We have how much mana besides this? We have 4 besides this. How much does my commander cost? 4, you say? Okay, so Kaikar, Narset. We're doing it. This is our last non-human. Draw a card. Then you may discard Saheeli. Okay, so Saheeli is clearly the best card because she does 3 damage when Narset discards her. now we hope they didn't draw another non-human. They did. So they are going to get... No, they're not. They have to play her net. They can play her now. Is it too late for them? This is a wild card to just throw into your deck. Okay. We start with this. No, we kill Tybalt first. Yeah. I'm really happy they didn't play their commander there. Let's see, so this costs 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they have 5, 6, they have 3 mana besides that. They could potentially draw 1 more. So you need to keep 5 mana open for Thassa's. I think we can do that, especially with this spirit out. Okay. Can we play this? We can. This will give us a spirit too. So we'll have 2 spirits plus 1, 2, 3 mana. Yeah, that does it. Such a weird card to hard cast. I'm so used to standard and just cycling it, but it can definitely be... We play this, I think. Okay, so he's going to cast Commander. We're going to counter. X equals... He has 3 untapped mana, so X equals 2. Nice. Yeah, it's a cool enchantment, but it only hits each turn, not each round. I'm not crazy here. He doesn't have more mana. I'm not. See? Now that costs 6 to play again. I just really don't want him to draw non-humans here. Okay, he's off it. Oh my god, we beat Winota. That feels awesome. Woo. What a stressful deck to play against. I would like this hand if it had more removal. It's just slow, that's all. Kaya, eh? Punished as always. No, this is a fine hand though. Just tons and tons of tap lands, but there's untap land, just in time. So now we have Borrower turn too, I like that. Is that worth though? Yeah, I think it is. Because we can Mountain. We can Evolving Wilds next turn if he doesn't do anything, we'll still have Borrower up. So what does this do? When this creature dies, create 2/2 spirits. That seems fine. Let's activate this, get Island. Niven Ultimatum, not looking great with these hands. So we'll take 2. Yeah, it's 3 mana 2-1 is not the kind of thing we're looking to Borrower here. I wouldn't mind bouncing Kaya. This is a very cool Planeswalker though. I gotta remember that she exiles 1 drops. I wonder how important that is. It doesn't seem very important against my deck. This was definitely worth taking the 2 damage. Okay. So here's the question. Are we... Whoa, I don't want to end my turn here. Whoops, I thought it was their turn. So Niv is easier to cast than Ultimatum somehow. Well, sure. So... I think this is better? Yikes. What they do here will determine whether we should have cast Narset or not. This is definitely a game where our greedy... What do you do? Graveyard X amount of stuff. I'm pretty happy I'm not playing a graveyard based deck here. It could also just be play Borrowed Erase. I don't feel like this isn't really much of a deck for racing. Okay. I'm liking it. So we have a really good play here this turn. Even better than Narset somehow. We can Lava Coil. This is just like, this is the second game I've done this, and it's just felt really good both times. Now we can, if they play anything, we can draw, if we draw in tap land, we can Ugin. Narset hits Planeswalkers too, that's an important thing to remember. Okay. Speaking of Narset, no land, eh? That's fine. We all know what happens next. Saheeli once again. Just proving to be the best card in my deck because she does 3 damage when you discard a Narset. Okay. So that's pretty good. What are we doing to counter this? Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana total if we want it. We don't have anything we can play in addition to Time Wipe. Wait a second, are we ultimatuming here? Is that... Did I just say that? That can't be right, can it? No. That's not what we do here. We'll give them, we'll give them 1 turn with this. I don't like it. Blue, red, okay. But that can only be used to cast non-creature spells. Ooh. So what you're saying is I misplayed. Or did we? This was my plan all along. Target player gains 5 life. 5 damage to any target. Draw 5. That's a lot of cards to draw. That's actually a bit too much for me. Discard 2 cards. That. And Crystal, I think. This is good now. So they kill Narset. Yeah. She did good though. Kaya again. Okay, so we can let the Kaya go for a turn. I wonder if it was better to just kill creatures last turn. I'm sure it was. We can't do this plus anything, can we? Not really? Okay. Let's Solar Blaze with 3 mana left over to do what with? Maybe Borrower end of turn? Yeah, this is fine. Borrower's actually pretty good here because he keeps Kaya from getting too wild. You just don't want that to happen. Have her just smack me for 1 billion. She's already hitting me for 1, 2, 3. She's hitting me for 7. Well, that's not what I want to see. I don't think there's any... Yeah, because Thassa's for 1, but he has 3 untapped mana. Yikes. That's fine. Just another thing we have to worry about. Do I have any graveyard interaction here? I feel like I specifically went out of my way not to, because I already have the Lutri deck that does all that. Do you have the answer? No? Okay. So this is gonna... I'm gonna hit Kaya. Saragura. He has no response. Okay. What does that mean? She's so sassy sometimes. We could kick her. I really like keeping Thassa's intervention up. But the cheapest spell we have is 4. Yeah, oof. This is such a reactive play, I hate it. But what I'm going to do, I think, is... Hopefully he's going to play... I'm hoping against hope that he plays something big here, that we can just waste his turn, basically. Destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less. So... Target opponent reveals their hand... So they get to hit our hand after that. Then they exile our graveyard. I think this is it. X equals 2, right? Like, I don't want this to... This isn't what I wanted to use this on, which I assume is why they played it. Doesn't do anything right away, but I just really am not into the idea of being Thoughtseize next turn. Or Durest, I guess. Okay, 3 mana, what else? What's your other big play? Okay, okay. I like that. So it looks like that might have been the correct play. Oh. Now it's definitely the correct play. Look at that mana efficiency. Okay. So first things first, kill commander. Get that done. Then there's a few things we can do. I think I might play my commander and just see what he does. I could also Whirlwind of Thought. Let's play my commander. Because now we're basically guaranteed at least 1 spirit off this. I mean, yeah, unless he does exactly that, which is fine. Okay, so this is like a life gain deck, I guess. What are we even going to ditch here? Clarion? Niv first, I think. Sure. Chromatic Lantern. Exos, you say? Sure. Is Heliod coming in? No? Okay. Take one. This is an answer to Heliod, I like that. This is what, 7 mana now? Huh. Do we have any 3 mana plays? Yeah, we do. We have Prison Realm. How greedy do we want to get here, though? Very? Okay. I accept. Sure, he gets a Batra. He can mutate it if he has another mutator. Just Kaya exiling Shark, sure. I don't even know if we worry about the Heliod. What does he do? Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 on target creature or enchantment you control. So you can put him himself so he gets bigger when he comes in. Another. So he doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, here's what I like. I like Prison Realm. Well, Prison Realm the Batra. Target creature, get out of here, Batra. I love that he just straight up played that. That looks really good for us. So we've got him now. Kaya can kill 1. We could Ugin. Like, he might concede as soon as we cast this. He might be able to recast Kaya, but if he spends his whole turn doing that, like, that just seems extremely acceptable to me. Tranquil Cove. Interested in these playing Heliod in the 60. Okay. Oh, this is a card. Ral. He hasn't, I guess he hasn't realized it yet, but this is pretty over. Whenever you cast her. Yeah, so we get to kill Lily here for kind of free, basically. Why did he say it like that? Okay. This is all we're doing, right? Is just drawn into dreams, drawn into dreams. Get Lily out of here. Shock and second round. Fairy and Tails End. Let's play Guildgate. I'm not even going to play Teferi here. I know I could to... Whoa, let's do this too before we forget. We could play Teferi here just to avoid discarding, but I'm fine with discarding the land, especially one that doesn't look like it's going to be super relevant here. This is a good game. Hope he's putting up a real big fight. Yeah, that's a 9 mana Kaya. Return a creature from your graveyard to your hand, return a planeswalker. I like that. Especially if they're getting a legendary creature. Yes, please. So we Tails End into concede here, I assume? These triple triggers, man. Jeez. Good game. He goes first. Mono red. Yeah, sure. I'll lose my last game. Why not? This is probably a keep against mono red, too. It's not amazing. Pretty flooded, but... We've got all our colors. We might be able to cycle that tap land. I'm just mountaining first turn. I just need to shock absolutely whatever he does. Okay. So we're going to take one here, right? Is that my understanding? Oh no, it's only artifacts, so it can activate an ability on a sorcery with no issues. That was an extremely good draw. I don't even think we'll Lava Coil now. Because we can just, we're at the point now where like we can let him just play stuff out, play stuff out, play stuff out, and then we can Clarion. We will take damage, but luckily we're playing a format where it's not a huge deal. Yeah, Lava Coil into that. Like, I assume that's the play. This commander just allows him to do just a huge amount of damage. Sure. I'm certainly okay with that. So we're taking 3 here. So the best removal here might just be 2 for 2. Yeah, because we can, as much as I, no, you know what? Let's Lava Coil him now. He's been playing around. He's been playing around the mass removal that he assumes I have here. He correctly assumes I have. Okay, that's a big guy. So now this is for sure a 2 for 2. The number of land cards in your graveyard, 0. That death trigger on these mono red decks never seems to activate. Maybe they just don't need it. Maybe they don't want it. Now only hits opponents. My turn. Okay. So Clarion. Now we're at a point where we really want to draw untap land, but we will absolutely take. Hopefully he hastes that here, because I think we can ral it if he hastes it. He does. Perfect. We are starting to get low on the all health here, though. Well, that's very good. I like seeing that. So now the question is, do we ral or do we Ugin? I think I'm gonna ral. Yeah. I wasn't crazy here. We have 4 instants and sorceries. Yep. Beautiful. I wonder how much that life game seems huge too. Doesn't draw. Hopefully here he just doesn't draw land and just casts commander. No. Okay, okay. Okay. I like it. Let's draw first with Rao. Not loving that ESF here. Oh, this is some tough choices here from Rao. So he has, we already played a land. So he has how many lands here? 5? His commander costs 6. So let's just says X equals 2. He doesn't have to pay 2. No. Well, this is the same. Yeah, this is probably slightly better to get out, just because of the board state. Ugin just straight make a token is good too. So that's his 6th land, so he's hopefully going to cast his commander here, which we can Thassa's. He does. Okay, he's off it. Oh, phew. Okay. Oh, I got stomped by one of those decks yesterday. It felt good. Wow. Some really good wins here. That one and Winota. This deck's awesome. That's sweet, but no, that's all for today. Format's super fun. Decks I've been playing super fun now that I'm actually trying with them here, not just trying to beat events. Gotta love Brawl. Please come play Brawl. I love to see a huge variety of Brawl decks, so the more people playing it, the better. You know, the more diversity we get, and diversity is really important to keep anything healthy. As usual, if anyone watching this has any tips on how to improve my deck or my game in general, don't forget to hesitate to reach out. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.